Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Real Talk podcast. It's been a while since we've done this. Actually, we didn't record last week.
Because we love our mothers.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I had a 5-second phone call with my mom, so that's about as much Mother's Day as I celebrated.
Oh my god.
You should have just let us go with "We love our mothers."
Yeah, like it was wholesome, and then you made it worse. Like
I gotta run the movement. That's my thing.
okay,
I
Love
mean,
you,
I'm
Mom.
fine with my mom. She was just busy. She was at the zoo. I told her like give a monkey a banana for me, and then
The fuck is she at this? What? That's crazy.
she took my little cousin to the zoo. Well, I guess it was a date with her boyfriend, and then she took my little cousin to
she
the.
wanna go to the zoo.
I feel like she just wanted to go to the zoo, and she just needed an excuse.
That's like a weird hodgepodge family of like mom, boyfriend, nephew. It's like
Right.
no one is related there.
It's like Modern
Right.
Family, just going to the zoo.
It's like we all.
And it's weird because my little cousin is like he's like light skin, like lighter than me. So it's like my mom's dark skin, her boyfriend's dark skin, and then my mom's brown, her boyfriend's dark skin, and then you just have this light skinned baby, and it's like, how the fuck did that equal that?
I don't know. There's a lot of light in the operation room that day.
Yeah, true. All right, so as we always start off, we always start off with what we've been watching lately. We'll start with since Dracula's already been talking about it. We'll start with him. What you've been watching?
In the spotlight. I don't know if I'm saying it one way or the other, but at first when I saw it, I thought it was ID invaded, but now I'm thinking it's id invaded.
It invaded.
Okay.
I can really tell. It's about psychology.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's it.
Like yeah. He like dives into like the subconscious.
Yo, Japanese people love fucking changing people's hearts from the inside.
Well,
What?
that's not what
Okay,
he's doing. That's not really what
No,
he's doing.
Like, just as a general broad stroking, like, they love that. Like, we're gonna enter his heart and change it by battling the demons inside.
Yeah, no.
like Persona 5 and shit.
Like, sorry, just weird tangent. Have y'all heard of the anime Cells at Work?
Mm-mm.
Yes,
No.
I have.
Okay, well, it's literally, they made the human body an anime, where it's like, the cells are just like anime people doing their job. That's fucking
That
gross.
sounds like Osmosis Jones.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, exactly.
But the anime. It's called Cells at Work.
So that worked.
Bruh, white blood cells better be the most badass.
No, that's the main character, is a white blood cell.
Cool. They're doing it right then.
So tell us more about it and it invaded.
I mean, like I said, like it starts off from what I've seen so far, because I mean, what the fuck? But you have like this detective that jumps into the person's subconscious, but every time he jumps in, he loses a memory of who the fuck he is and why he's there, until he sees something that kind of gives him a clue to why he's there. Like I don't want to go into spoiler territory if people want to watch it. But like, so every time he jumps in, he doesn't know who he is, and then once he sees why he's there, he just starts investigating, still having no idea why the fuck he's there, where he is.
I mean, I guess when you have that character personality, that carries over and it doesn't matter. Because when you see something wrong, you're going to investigate.
You're
So it's
definitely
like-
gonna see the phrase "brilliant detective" a lot. I'm gonna say that. Okay, I've watched I think the first 3 episodes, and I'm already like, okay, brilliant detective. That's just the phrase that we're using in this show a lot. It's just he keeps referring to himself as the brilliant. I'm like, but how do you know? You don't know who the fuck you are. I know I'm a brilliant detective that needs to solve this crime. Like, okay, nah, it's dope. Like as much as I'm making fun of it, it's actually really dope.
Okay. Is it gory?
Yeah, it can get. As far as I remember,
So there's violence. There's violence.
there's violence. Like it's not as corny and like cutesy as I'm making it sound.
I just didn't know if it was like a very talky drama kind of like anime.
It is because you know, at the end of the day, it's like he's trying to solve a crime. So
Mhm.
it is more of a drama than anything else.
Yeah, and most of the crimes are murders. So
Yeah. It's definitely not like what was the other one that I had finished recently? The shit. I've been
Death
talking
Parade.
about it a lot. Not Death Parade, although that one was amazing.
Yeah. Get a
Fuck.
second season for that.
Wait, there is?
No, I say we need a second season
It's
for
like,
it.
bro.
I wish it was a second season for it.
But no, Psychopaths. That's what I was going for. Psychopaths.
Psychopath. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Completely
Exactly.
different. Like, it's still like a crime show, but Psychopaths was definitely very violent and very bloody. This is more talky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a. There was like a PS Plus game that was like a Psychopaths game that was free 1 month, and I didn't play it for long, but it was very interesting. So like me going in blind to that world, just playing like a fucking weird mobile dating sim kind of game, even though it wasn't dating sim, but it was like exactly that.
Oh,
Kind of,
is it like those light novel type genres where it's like you ain't like talking to people and stuff?
yeah, it was like interactive.
I've seen those.
Oh, so, speaking of those, if you're into those, play Doki Doki Literature Club.
The fuck?
It sounds stupid, but I'm telling you,
Yeah, it sounds ridiculous.
the less I tell you about it, the better. Like that, it's not what you expect at all.
Yo.
That's everything in life. That's everything.
Yeah,
Before
true.
my shit gets warm, I want to crack this.
Oh,
Oh.
go ahead. Yeah. Take your
Jeep.
tell us
All right.
about this.
I guess that's a good segue to celebrate Sonic the Hedgehog 2's finished filming.
Hey, I still haven't seen the first one.
What?
You still haven't seen it? We told you to watch that months ago.
Spoilers, bro. Knuckles, Sonic team up at the end. Or not Knuckles, it's Tails. Tails shows up. He's like, I gotta go save Sonic. Let's
Yeah.
go.
That voice
So
is
cool.
spot
It
on.
was so cool. Yeah, the voice.
I
was
think
badass.
they confirmed Knuckles for it too, because he's wearing the Tims.
Yeah, they already confirmed Knuckles for the
He's one of the Sims.
Why is it Tims? They gotta run fast. Actually, no, I guess he has to punch
Yeah,
fast.
Knuckles doesn't run fast. He's slow as fuck. He's like a truck in the games.
I only played like my Sonic career comes from like Sonic Riders.
As
Or
bad
whatever.
as this is gonna sound, my first Sonic was Sonic 06.
What the hell is that?
Sonic.
What?
It was like a remake. Like it was so bad. It's like considered one of the worst games ever.
I mean, my first Sonic game was like the first Sonic game on the Sega Genesis.
Sonic.
And then
Yeah,
I-
that was my first one too. Yeah.
Like the Sega Genesis, bro. That shit was
Yeah.
real.
I can't believe you guys like Sonic, but you haven't heard of Sonic 06.
Yeah, because we like it actually,
Yeah.
Deshaun.
Because we like good Sonic
So
games.
we're weird and stuff like that.
Yeah, Deshaun's the only guy that's like, oh, bro, you gotta play bad games.
Yeah.
Assassins, you gotta spend 300 hours playing us. Just stop playing after 3 and be like, nah, this game's like,
Bad
Fun.
games are fun.
Nah, bro.
no, they're not. They're just big.
The Sonic, two of the best Sonic games are Sonic Adventures 1 and 2.
Yes, that's what I
Yeah.
played. That's what it was. That and then what was the one where it was like racing, kind of like down like on the poles and shit? Was that Sonic Riders?
I think it might have been Sonic. I'm not sure.
You gotta
But
see.
Sonic Adventure 2 was
I have a computer right
they-
here.
they introduced Shadow the Hedgehog, and he thinks he's the original, and he's actually the fucking clone and stuff. They keep calling Sonic a faker and shit. Sonic Adventure.
Nah,
2
this-
is goddamn
yeah, bro, this is it.
goddamn good.
Dude, this is it. This shit is sick. No, it wasn't Sonic Riders. Is this it? Yeah, bro. It was this one. I'm gonna put the thingy in here.
Wait, Dracula, did you taste it yet?
Yeah. It's sweeter than I expected.
Weird.
I said sweeter. But
Oh, sweet.
It tastes
Oh,
like
Twitter.
peach.
How much that cost anyway?
I forgot.
I believe it's like $2 at most.
Yeah, probably. I think it was like 2 and change, probably. $2.
It'll depend on if I actually buy one to taste it myself.
But I was telling Deshaun, And they were saying that I can order and have it shipped like right there, and I might not even have to pay shipping because they already having the shit ordered.
Now you gotta try Wumpa Fruit if you're a Crash Bandicoot fan.
Yeah, but it's also the ones that they order. They don't order all of them.
It
Oh
was
yeah,
like-
see the guy on the bottom left, that's Silver. He was introduced in Sonic 06.
Oh really? Oh well, this
Yeah.
show was just awesome. It was like
I
everyone
think I
had.
played that one. It wasn't the one where Silver was introduced. It was okay, but it wasn't it wasn't good. But it was
Are you talking about 06?
the one
Oh,
where
no.
Silver Hedgehog.
Are you
was in.
serious? Oh, what he's talking about is the Sonic the Hedgehog reboot on the Xbox 360.
Yeah, I mean PS3.
And then the sequel was like the one where he turned into like the angry little like wolf thing.
The Werehog?
Yeah.
I
Like-
never played the Werewolf one.
The Son that
I'm
was Sonic
lost, man.
Unleashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he's lost.
I'm lost.
You never played any of them, Dracula?
Not the new ones. I only played the old ones.
Those aren't new. We're saying old games.
I've only played the original.
Dreamcast was before it sound. Shame that it died too early. And then Power Stone and Sonic Adventure 2. What was the other joint that was good on there? Jet Set Radio, but they brought that to the console later.
But yeah.
Yeah, Sonic's cool. What have you been watching lately, Brandon?
Me, honestly, dude, this week nothing because I started a new job. And the little time I do, MasterChef. Well, that's not really exciting. So, I honestly nothing for me. I'm really interested to hear what other people have been watching because I need something to put on the queue after we finish this.
Man, I really wish I could go back and start watching MasterChef again. I just got tired of it being scripted. I was like,
It is, dude. It is like when you watch it that much, and then you watch the different countries' versions. Like if you watch Canadian, it's so goddamn dramatic. Like this season specifically, it was 4 episodes of just the judges choosing their teams because they changed up the format. And it was 5 episodes of them choosing contestants, and I was like, dude,
It's like
that's 5 hours of just finding out who's going to be on the show. Like, no way.
it's like one anime fight.
Yeah, I had to skip to like episode 6, and I was like, they'll tell me who's on whose team. Like, I can just find out all the information here. I was like, no way, bro. It was crazy. So that's
man,
what I
when I saw they kept picking like, ooh, what's going to win the whole thing based on who had the best storyline, I was over it. Like, yeah, I'm not watching it.
like the fact that like when someone before they go compete, it's like you see their mom's photos and like their grandmas and their fucking tax forms. It's like, okay, well obviously you're gonna get selected. You're like an employee at this point. You're fucking getting paid. You've got too many speaking lines.
But since we're on cooking stuff, my girlfriend, it's not a show, but it's on YouTube. It's this guy who he makes foods that are off like cartoons and stuff. It's like he's made like Krabby Patties. He's made like just a bunch of stuff like that.
So does that
Has he made any of the food from that big anime that everybody loves?
Which one?
The one with the big food wars, I think, right?
Oh my god.
I don't know. I'd have to like go through and look because I haven't like sat down and watched it with her. I just like sometimes see like she's watching it. He's made like Krabby Patties. He's made. There's other stuff I can't remember exactly what he's made, but I know he like focuses on like cartoon foods and stuff to remake those.
And Krabby Patties is made from crab meat, right?
And that's the theory, the conspiracy. Because he eats one and he's like, "Oh, that's what I taste like."
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's probably that would be too much. He wouldn't spend money on killing crab. It's probably like his excrement or his semen or whatever the hell. It's probably just like it's probably something that would cost $0 to make. Like it's probably other Krabby Patties that he's eaten. That's the secret ingredient.
What if Mr. Krabs is like the Uncle Ruckus of crabs? Like you notice
Self-hating
his
crab.
his daughter is a whale, and he hates his mom. Like he doesn't really like his mom. So
Dan,
what if
is
he
it-
hates
is it-
crabs?
Dan, I'm sorry. Is there any way you could play that video on screen that I just put in the chat of Jessica Biel?
Wait, what?
Because honestly, the most thing I do watch is like
share your screen.
It's kind of.
Can you share your screen? And then...
I don't know if my internet's good enough for that.
Let me
Right,
see.
I'll try it. Hold on. Hold up.
But have y'all watched this or heard about this?
Make sure you turn the volume down so we don't get a copyright strike.
You're
I
not.
haven't watched it though.
It's just people talking.
You could still get a copyright strike for that.
What?
Yeah, you can.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. That's another thing I watch is a lot of people yelling about copyright strikes.
Yeah, it's been crazy lately. I feel like there's gonna be like a internet revolution where we get rid of that shit, where it's not so strict.
Nice.
Oh, WeaponX is doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, Blade Trinity, God. Oh no, this is okay. We won't get copyright strike.
Yeah.
I thought it was a movie scene.
So, dude, she literally shoots this fucking arrow.
To square directly in front of the lens of the camera. She was firing from about 40 feet away and also from about 50 feet up in the air. And she'd been practicing so well, she hit a complete bullseye, and the arrow embedded itself about 6 inches into the camera, went through the lens,
Jeez.
and
Her face.
destroying about a $300,000 camera. We ended up destroying quite a few cameras over the course of the film.
Like,
Damn, bro.
Which
Damn,
isn't
bro.
really a badge of honor, but these things.
imagine
happen.
so
For the
like
cameras of the film.
$300,000.
Bro, I would be
It's
shitting a brick. Honestly. Like I would be.
I haven't seen the third Blade movie. I don't know if this shot's in the film, but I hope it is.
Don't watch
It
it.
cost $300,000. It better be in the movie.
Don't watch
Low-key
it.
like
He
Blade
said don't
Trinity.
watch it. You gotta at least watch it once.
I haven't. I've only seen Blade 1 and 2. I didn't even know. It was.
I'll say it's a funny movie, but you're not gonna be like,
Is it
"Wow, it's
Ryan
a good
Gosling?
movie."
That was
Ryan Reynolds.
that was the movie where I when they told me that Ryan Reynolds was gonna be Deadpool, I was like, okay, perfect, because I thought of him in this. I'm like, he's perfect.
So that was the one with Ryan Reynolds in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one where it's like Dracula and then not this Dracula, but
Hey, what's up?
like actual Dracula,
It's me, dude.
like the real Dracula, not the
Yeah, exactly.
knockoff.
Yeah.
This guy has used that name for so long, and I can attest to that. Dr. Acula.
Dr. Action.
I was before that. I remember my gaming handle was like I am Legion or some shit like that.
This
I remember
guy's
that. That's when I met you.
Yeah.
when Heath Ledger did the Joker performance, Dan's life changed.
Oh my god, I fucking love that movie.
You don't understand,
Mine too.
guys.
I
I
know
saw
every single line to that movie.
happen live to this man. His life, it was like seeing Jesus.
Hell
He was
yeah.
like, fine.
That
So-
performance made me get into films, like and how films were made and shit.
Yeah, I still know every line by heart to that movie,
It's a
or at least Joker's line.
And it's crazy to me that people try to say that movie is overrated or some shit like that. I'm like, fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I
it
definitely,
it
I wouldn't say it's overrated, but I don't think it aged that well, to be
it's
honest.
definitely overrated.
Nah.
Just by definition of like how high people put it on a fucking pedestal, I'm like, dude, chill out. It's not that fucking good. Because I can easily scroll past it on like Netflix and be like, I'm okay. I don't need to watch this. Like, I'd honestly rather watch Batman Begins. Batman Begins is the best one in that trilogy. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
Batman Begins has a scene that I always love where he tells everybody to get out of his mansion. You sycophantic suck-up who smile for you. Please go. This is not a game. This is not a
That
joke.
was-
Please leave.
That was the most baller
Yeah.
shit Batman.
Oh,
ever
I
done.
love it.
Yeah, like that's Christian Bale being Christian Bale being Christian Bale. Like I was like, dude, this like he just wants to be alone, man. Get the fuck out of here, like,
Get the fuck out of my house. You fake
Yeah.
motherfuckers, bro.
because you know any
Oh,
other
man.
movie just had those people just to fill it, but he's like, I don't need like just get out. Like, who gives a fuck? Go.
I always like the scene where he shows up to like a restaurant or something, and then his models like start swimming in the pool, and they're like,
And the
"You're
pool.
not allowed to
Isn't
swim
that-
there."
is
And
that
he's
the
like,
first
"I'll buy it." He's like, "I just bought it."
Is that the
Oh,
first
yeah?
one?
Yeah,
No, it's the. I
Yeah,
think it's
yeah.
the Dark Knight.
Yeah,
Is it the
is
first one?
No, I think.
Yeah, it's the first
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know.
because he buy doesn't he buy the restaurant in the Dark Knight too, where he's like, hey, let's put some tables together. Oh no, he already owned it. When he
Yeah,
first
see,
meets up
that was
with Rachel
yeah.
and Harvey Dent, and he's like, let's put some tables together. He's like, I don't think they'll let us. I own the place. They'll let us. I'm like, bro, such a fucking.
Again,
And so, and then like people try to say he wasn't Bruce Wayne or some shit like that.
I mean, it doesn't. It's Bruce Wayne. Like, that's why I love how they've done Batman, which is like rebooted every 3 years or whatever, like whatever, however many years. Have a different dope actor just do whatever the hell they want with it, because Bruce Wayne is Bruce Wayne. It's just however you want to play that character. Honestly, like
I'm not looking forward to Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne. He doesn't look like Bruce Wayne to me. He doesn't.
Nah, I'm excited for it. I feel like he could pull it off.
You're the one that shared that fucking picture. First of all, what the fuck was that? What is Catwoman wearing on her face?
Oh yeah.
wait, what photo?
I laughed out like what WeaponX just did. That's how I reacted when I saw
Wait,
it.
what photo?
There's a picture.
It's
bro.
in the real talk.
What?
I'll
Pull it up and tell me.
I'll
you're not gonna
repost the
laugh.
link. I'm reposting the link right now.
I see it.
Yeah, that's her Catwoman.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Bro.
What's wrong with it?
What?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
She's wearing a fucking sock.
Yeah, she's wearing a beanie, and beanies do that thing where it makes it look like little cat ears.
Man, get that
I think
bullshit
that's
out of my
right.
face, bro.
I think that's awesome.
So ugly.
That's ass.
Yeah, you want her to wear
cheeks, bro.
like she walked out of an S&M store, bro? What's wrong with you?
Listen, what's wrong with
Nah,
don't
bro.
kink shame me.
Yeah,
bro.
what's wrong with you?
I
Like-
audibly laughed at that.
Whoa, I'm getting hold on. Okay. Sorry.
What happened?
That was because the what do you call it? The screen share was getting feedback. So I just muted it.
Yeah, when I saw that, I audibly laughed like so hard, bro, like out loud.
Come on, dude. Y'all are being
So
I'd rather have the
when you
19
guys walk out of
Catwoman.
that movie being like, all right, that was a pretty fire. Like, this is basically
I
gonna,
hope I do. I hope I'm proven
What
wrong.
this
I don't
is
want it
is
to
gonna
be
be-
bad.
have you guys ever read
Ugh.
Year One? That's what this is.
That don't mean I gotta like it.
Dude, it's a dope story. It's like, that means, I don't know, I could definitely see, like, Robert Pattinson putting on a lot of weight and doing the dark, like, the real, whatever the fuck, the Frank Miller.
Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, like,
He's
because
got to be a lot older.
Robert Pattinson is a good method actor, and he'll put, not
Yeah,
really,
that's-
he'll just put
that's-
on weight.
He's too
That's why I
small.
can see.
See,
I can
my
see.
problem
him-
with Robert Pattinson isn't that he isn't a good actor.
Mm.
That
Because
isn't my
you don't-
problem.
Because you don't have to
He
be
just-
like a super.
Look at it. I don't look and see Bruce Wayne. I don't see that at him. That's my only issue.
I could see year one Bruce Wayne.
You don't
Like
look
what they're
at
trying to
Robert
do.
Pattinson and
I
think
I
like,
can see it.
wow, you're like a super wealthy.
Yeah.
hero.
Exactly.
I think of a super wealthy, like trust fund kid. I don't think of Bruce Wayne.
But that's what Bruce Wayne is at like 21. Like,
Yes, but he doesn't give Bruce Wayne vibes. He doesn't look like Bruce Wayne to me.
I gotta see
You-
him act as Bruce Wayne.
Maybe
before I
it's a
believe
case
that
like
he-
guys are
how everyone hated.
acting like when people are like, Heath Ledger got cast as the Joker.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Like when people hated Anne Hathaway as Catwoman, and then we
You're
all
like,
ended
you
up
guys
liking it.
said, like, come on.
Yeah,
He-
I wasn't one of those people who felt like that about Heath Ledger as Joker.
Ah,
I'm like,
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you guys sound like that, but it's
But I'm hoping that I'll be surprised. But
I think you guys
Yeah,
will be.
let me get this straight. I'm excited for the movie. I like who they casted as Catwoman. I just don't like the costume.
the mask,
I laughed at the costume.
just the mask.
I mean,
that better be
it's-
some shit that you made in a hurry. That you were like, fuck, I need something to put on. Let me cut a hole through the shit and put. That makes sense. But if if you seriously stayed at home and cut that jaggedy ass hole and was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go out looking like this, bro.
I mean, it's kind of like Spider-Man: Homecoming, where this guy's literally wearing fucking.
That still looked
and some
more
pajamas.
polished.
What
No,
are you
this
guys
is so
talking about?
janky, bro.
This
Chill.
is. She doesn't. She's not even fucking Catwoman. She's just a burglar.
Alright, I won't be as mad if she doesn't stay in that the whole movie.
Like, yeah,
She
like
probably
this.
will
Is
stay in the whole movie. It's probably just going to end with her in a better costume.
But yeah,
Yeah,
it's just the typical.
Catwoman
That's the
sometimes
typical
doesn't even
formula.
wear something on her head. Like it doesn't really. She doesn't care if you see her face.
That kind of annoyed me though, because that's what I hated about Daredevil is like we didn't get the costume until like the very final scene,
Mm.
and that was
And
I want to see their
he didn't even wear the
costumes.
costume like that in the third.
He only had it for one season, and then he went back to the black.
Also,
Yeah.
she's a side character. Like I don't really care what they look like. Like this, I think this Batman's gonna look.
Damn, you just gonna play Catwoman like that?
Yeah, first
She's just
of
a
all,
side
chill,
character. I don't care
dude.
what you look like.
Yeah, bro.
It's
She's a side
Catwoman.
piece. She's a side piece. Get out of
You're
here.
rude.
Yeah.
You mad,
Yeah.
bro? You gotta give her a little bit more respect than that, dude.
Nah, I'm just joking, bro. I made Catwoman. So don't worry.
All I gotta say is Black Cat over Catwoman.
Oof.
I'm gonna end it there.
Black Cat.
Nah,
Black
bro.
Cat.
Black Canary, dude.
Well, no,
Nah.
I mean Black Cat. He talking about like on who on the same level, you know.
Oh, they're talking about the Injustice roster. My bad.
Uh,
Nah,
Black Cat. Yeah, I'll take Black Cat over
I don't know where I'm at.
over.
So, Deshaun, what
Yeah.
do you?
Yeah.
What have I been watching? So, I've watched one. So I'll start with this. I've been watching this esports thing like all week. So I haven't been watching much movies. But the last movie I did watch was Halloween 2018, and I like it a lot less than I did the first time I watched it.
Really, I enjoyed it.
I didn't even finish it, to be honest.
Damn.
Is
I
that
just like turned it off.
What made you watch that anyway?
I was looking for something to watch, and then
Yeah, I was watching Halloween and fucking.
because we wanted to watch something
Hey.
scary, and like we pretty much watch every good scary movie. So
I think honestly though, like this month or last month, Shudder was doing like halfway to Halloween, like how Hallmark does like halfway to Christmas.
That's funny.
Yeah, so that was
Speaking
actually
of horror-
it was an actual perfect time to watch the Halloween movie because it's
Hon-
Halloween.
I will say a lot of great horror movies come out in June, so
yeah,
it's
like
like
the
a
American
Speaking of
Grudge.
horror, I was listening to Michael Rosenbaum podcast where he was interviewing Robin England from the Freddy Krueger movies, and that was a pretty dope podcast.
Michael Rosenbaum is in Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he has a podcast.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's a cool.
Right?
Since
That's
we're on
like
horror
interesting.
movies, it's been like 10 weeks since WeaponX watched Hereditary.
Bro.
Yo, we
Hey,
need. Is it on Amazon?
We're
Can we
gonna
do like an
can we do like a
watch party?
watch party where like
Yeah.
one of us fucking
I'm
rents
wondering.
it and we all just
I'm
sit like
Yeah.
that's the only
Pretty
time
sure
I will rewatch that.
It's
fucking
on
movie.
it's on Amazon, so you can do a watch party for it.
Is it on? Is it Amazon? Is it free with Amazon Prime?
Yeah, I think so, dude.
Yeah, it is. That and Midsummer, they're both by the same director.
Yeah.
It's even in
yeah,
4K. You can watch it in
Bro,
4K.
if we have to watch it with you, like I'll even turn off my lights, bro. Like you know,
Shit.
like let's
Hey,
get into it. I did it the
4K.
first time I watched it in 4K. Let's go.
Amazon.
Hereditary. Grieving family is haunted by tragic and disturbing occurrence.
So all he's
Yeah,
gonna see
that's-
is the grandma scene, and then he's gonna be like, oh shit. At the
Yeah, it
beginning.
looks like some shit. If I was to do a watch party with y'all, I'd probably be scared, but since I'm with other people, I'm gonna just act like I'm not scared and just like hold it all in.
I'll even do that.
Wait,
Bro,
is
there's-
it not on fucking Prime Video?
It's not.
No.
Oh, they moved it?
What the hell?
That's not cool.
It's watch on Showtime with Prime Video channel.
Oh my
I think-
god.
That sucks.
Yeah, you need Showtime.
Oh. They're dirty for that.
Damn. Well, I mean, we can still
They-
rent it. One of us can rent it
Yeah.
and you screen share.
Oh, trust, I can watch it. I can watch it for free. That ain't an issue.
He said,
I mean,
Great.
Let's not incriminate ourselves.
buy it, and
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
talking
you-
about purchasing it and then watching it for
Yes,
free.
yes.
You have a
We're
friend-
definitely
Exactly.
buying the film and
You
watching it.
purchased it legally, and you are going to go watch it at their house.
Yes.
yes, exactly,
exactly what we're doing.
exactly.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
He has a friend right next door who's going to hand him a physical
Exactly. That is exactly what I meant. Exactly.
for free.
So what I've been watching, what has
Over
WeaponX
here, I
been
see.
watching? I finished all the way up into the current episodes of that time. I've gotten reincarnated as a slime. So I'm all
That
caught up
title's
on
just
that.
awful, man.
Yeah, it is. There's so many titles like that in anime now. They got one, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. There's another one that's like How to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon or something like that. It's
How
like,
to eat fried worms.
How to pick up girls in a dungeon.
Yeah, it's something like that.
That sounds like an S&M playbook. I'm just saying.
S&M playbook.
Also known as Tensuda or Slime Second.
But yeah, I'm all caught up on Slime. That show is banging though. I would recommend that. I don't know if you would like it, Dracula, but it's really fucking good. It's really good. I don't know if Brandon would like it either, but I fucking
I'm reading the Wikipedia right now, and I'm fucking disgusted. This shit is fucking...
I've been watching. I watch the challenge. I watch it every week. The challenge on MTV. Challenge also.
Wait, actually, hold up, bro. Hold up. I didn't finish reading. He gets reincarnated in the sword and sorcery world as a slime with unique powers and gathers allies to build his own nation of monsters. So is this like Pokemon?
No. He's a slime in one of those worlds where it's like goblins and ogres.
Yeah, it's like
He builds a nation of monsters.
Dragon Quest.
Huh?
I'm thinking like very Dragon Quest vibes, like a little blob running around. There's like wolves, dragons, fucking
yeah, and he has the power to like absorb, like he kills a monster and absorb them, and then he can use their powers.
Yeah, that sounds very Japanese RPG, where I'm like I can just turn like very shaman class from an RPG, where I can just turn into an eagle, beast boy. Rawr.
And it's like he builds his nation off of like, he gets so powerful, it's like staying in this one like creepy dungeon or whatever. He gets so powerful by defeating all these like monsters and stuff that once he like goes out into the real world or whatever, well not the real world, this fantasy world. He goes out into the fantasy world.
Yeah.
These like these goblins, these weak goblins are like, yo, we need your help to defeat. We see how strong you are, and we need your help to defeat these dire wolves that's been like attacking us.
Okay.
So he winds up like helping them like fortify their place and like build so they could fend off these dire wolves. He winds up beating the dire wolf, killing it, absorbing it, and then once he does that, the dire wolves start following him because now he's the alpha. So then he starts. What he also doesn't know is that because none of these monsters have names. Weaker monsters don't have names. When he gives them a name, that makes them level up. So like he gives them a name, so like next time he sees them, they're like all like muffled up and stuff like that. Like him giving them a name,
like a species name, or like, hey, you're Timmy now.
Yeah, exactly, like you're Timmy now. But just
Okay.
the fact that he gives them a name, that levels them up. So
Like
like
the
he's
power of
weak
love or
now.
something. What the hell?
I mean, dude,
No.
I feel in Pokemon, people always comment, they're like, wait, you actually nickname your Pokemon? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, it makes that bond stronger. It makes you want to use them. It makes them, like, why the fuck would I use Pidgeot when I can use Flybro?
I name my characters in Destiny, so
Flybro.
I can relate to that.
Do you,
Yeah, I
do you
never
remember
actually
my
name
Joker
Pokemon.
character
I
in
just leave
Destiny?
them as their regular fucking
You
name.
feel like, that's fucking trash, bro. Like,
Do you even care about them?
I mean, I care. Well, no, they're
Where's
just
oh, you're lucky,
they're
mister.
battle.
You're lucky,
They're
mister.
fucking animals to use.
Wow.
I named him Caesar after the ape in fucking Planet of the Apes.
You know what? I think the only Pokemon that I cared about, like that I kind of got an attachment to, was my
The
starter.
only one you haven't cared about the hundreds you've caught and trained.
I love my starter because he's
Heartless
kind of
monster.
awesome. The rabbit and shit. I love him.
Dude,
Yeah, I love him.
I bet you he's the type of guy that doesn't care about his horse in Red Dead.
Oh my god.
oh, dude,
Yeah,
I should.
No, I kind of do. I kind of do. You know.
Dude, we should make a fucking group in Red Dead.
No.
But I'm sure you.
I gotta find my disc. Oh no, I got my disc.
My
Yeah, I got
PlayStation is.
I've never played Red Dead Online.
Nah.
It's kind of boring, but kind of fun just to ride around and fucking.
It
laugh.
took me this long to beat the story, so I can't even imagine playing online.
Yeah, no, I haven't put anything.
Is there anything else I watched? I watched Zoe's playlist. I watch that all the time as usual. And Prodigal Son, I fucking love it. Unfortunately,
Yeah, they just got canceled.
they canceled this shit, and I'm fucking pissed.
We'll get into that when we get into the Childish Gambino tweets though, because I feel like that's what sparked his thread.
What the hell's Prodigal Son?
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Oh, it's about the this I forget, this criminal profiler that works with the police.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he helps them like profile like criminals and like killers and stuff like that. But then his father was an actual serial killer. Named Zoe.
Okay.
Okay, I think I've seen the commercial for this.
Sounds-
Yeah.
And
Yeah, sounds
who's the
like a
dad
good
again? Isn't it like Simon Pegg or something?
Michael Sheen.
Oh.
Michael Sheen. I always get them confused. I don't know why.
How do you have Michael
gonna
Sheen
say,
and Simon
those are
Pegg?
I
different
don't know.
people.
I don't know.
He said they're both British. They're all looking like they're both
What do
British.
you mean?
Basically.
Simon Pegg looks like Simon Pegg.
Wait, Dracula, your mic's muted.
What?
Yeah, you've
Oh,
been
yeah,
muted
Mike
the whole time.
Dracula.
I accidentally clicked it by accident. God damn it.
Yeah, you haven't been muted that long. I noticed it. I thought you did it on purpose, and then I saw you tried to talk, and then
God damn it. I gotta be mindful.
Prodigal
of that.
Son, I fucking love it. I'm hoping like they're gonna shop it around, cause honestly, I feel like that's a show that Netflix or Amazon Prime would like love. Like I don't. I can
there's
see
no
them
way
like,
they cancel that, but then make a show like Pennyworth.
I mean, I couldn't judge Pennyworth because I've never seen it.
I'll
but
fucking
it sounds-
judge it. I've never seen it, and I'll judge it all day.
Oh yeah, I gotta see it, but I feel like it's gonna go the way of Gotham.
Mm.
It's just like a Jupiter's Legacy that y'all brought up. I didn't even know what it was, and I was like, that shit's trash, just off the title.
Dude, nah. That shit was garbage.
It's dog shit, dude.
3-second review. Don't watch.
Yeah.
Damn,
it's-
how
bro.
far did y'all get into it?
One episode. I watched the whole
What
first episode. That was it. That's all I needed.
What episode did you watch until?
Hmm?
My bad. I'm feeling really stuffy right now. I don't know. I said, what episode did y'all watch up until? One?
I
Yeah,
got
I didn't-
episode 0.
0?
Yeah.
You didn't? Okay.
I watched one episode.
If
That was
you, especially after we just finished covering Invincible for like so many weeks, and then you watch that show, it's like,
It's like going from filet mignon to a fucking like microwave dinner Salisbury steak.
dude, yes, yeah, it's fucking cold, hot. It's like when you microwave food, but then in the middle it's still cold.
Ugh.
It's like
Oh,
that top,
dude.
that
Oh
top layer is hot.
man.
Top layer is hot, and then you get actually into it, and then that rice is still cold as fuck. The beans are fucking yeah. It was just like
And now you're annoyed, like, oh fuck.
Mm.
It's like,
it's got all the components, but shit ain't hot enough. So like, I don't know.
It was just so
Speaking of Netflix,
half-assed.
I also I had to finish season 2 of Castlevania. I actually finished that. Or whatever.
I started it. I didn't finish it yet. I'm on the part where they start invading the castle. No. Dracula just died, and that's as far
That's
as I
season
got.
1. No, season-
I think I started like one episode of season 2.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think I got that far into season 2. If I did I start season 2? Because I feel like that's where I left off too. Then.
So yeah, I was like,
okay.
I
was
brought it up
gonna
earlier.
say
I was
something
like,
about season 2, but
The way it's
I was gonna
released fucks me up.
I
I
was
swear to
saying-
God.
I didn't know the show was gonna have nudity. so that was.
It says it in the ratings.
I just didn't pay it no mind. I never thought I was going to see that. Then, like, once you get to like episode 9 or something, I'm like, oh, okay.
It's weird because the games aren't even like the games are not even like that. So
Yeah.
they go all out the anime.
They do somebody dirty in this joint. I was like, yo, why they do them like
You
that?
can't do vampires and not be sexy though.
PSA. I bought that Jackbox game drunk on my PlayStation.
Oh boy.
So I can Twitch stream it, and then y'all can join. And that way we can record that gameplay later on today if y'all want.
But it's on your PlayStation.
I forgot we tried
Hey,
to
I
play
like
that
that.
one day.
What'd you say?
It's on your PlayStation though.
Yeah, which is a lot easier because then I could just like. That's easier than doing it from this shitty ass MacBook Air. Like we tried doing it last time, and it did not work.
Since we're talking about vampires and stuff, I just realized it's not really a show or movie, but it's something I watched, which is a playthrough of The Wolf Among Us. If you guys ever heard of it.
Yo, dude, that game was fucking
That's
awesome.
like a show.
I mean, I've played it before, but I wanted to get a refresher on it, and it's still as good as it was back then.
Have you read the actual comic it's based on?
No, but I always wanted to. I just never got around to it.
It's a pretty short read. It's pretty good. It's
called Fables, right?
some shit like that, yeah. I read it like right after playing.
It's just such a dope concept, to be honest.
It really is. It's Shrek, but rated M.
Right, basically.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. Like, he's the big bad ogre, and he just goes around fucking people up. You think you're not online? Well, fucking use your fucking magic to look like a human before I fuck you up.
I always said them Telltale games are like so fucking good.
They were.
And
you-
Sucks
you-
that that company went out of business.
Like I always say, Batman Telltale was better than Arkham Knight, and I'll stay on
The
that
story.
train.
Dude,
The story.
Telltale's Walking Dead
Oh,
Yes.
season 1.
was the start of like, holy shit, something small can be literally game of the year, game of like that shit was a fucking movement. Like,
The ending of that, like I still can't play it. Like I just can't.
oh, I can, bro. There's only one.
Guys,
Yeah.
There's only one option.
yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah,
I still gotta play the Telltale. I want to play the Telltale Batman game, and I didn't play the Borderlands one either.
Borderlands.
You've never played
the
Do
Borderlands
Batman
one?
first.
No. That one will literally put you to sleep. It's good, but it's also
Borderlands.
very, very glitchy. It's like peak.
Wow.
It's the best and the worst at the same time because it's like they changed engines or whatever, and it was like their first game working on it, so it's very like hiccupy. It's very bad, but what you do with Batman is fucking sick.
It's definitely glitchy, but as a comic fan, you'll really love the changes they make, though. Like in the story.
What they do with their Batman and their Bruce Wayne is cool.
Oh yeah. His family.
I'm gonna tell you though, where
What?
Arkham Knight failed at was
Oh,
the
that
fact
game-
of
No,
well, no,
I'll let you
gameplay
go
for-
first because I have my opinion on why Arkham Knight didn't fucking work.
yeah, the gameplay is great, but that tank shit, they should have tossed that idea.
They
out the
overdid
That
that
was dog
so
shit.
much.
Yeah.
So dumb.
It shouldn't have been, even if they wanted to use it, they should have just did it, one little fun time in the game and then.
Yeah, to introduce you to it, and then that's it.
Should have just been a means of like travel. It should have never
It
been
should
like
have been a mini
that
game
integrated.
at best.
Yeah, a mini game at best that you play once, maybe
Yeah,
twice.
like you want to get a high score with the car. Here's like a thing where you can just cause havoc. But other than that, like, don't not use it for a boss battle, and they did.
Oh, it was so annoying because I'm like, I don't want to do this as Batman. That's not what I
You're
want to.
you're fucking stealth, like doing stealth combat in the fucking Batmobile. Like, bro, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, bro.
How the
that shit-
Riddler makes racetrack? Like, Riddler's not sitting here making a racetrack for Batman's Batmobile.
No, the racetrack with Riddler was kind of fun. I ain't gonna.
It was fun, but
but
I'm like,
after-
alright, this is a little too
Yeah.
far.
I don't think I ever did all of them. I was like, fuck this, man.
Yeah.
No,
big-
with the Riddler things, I did all of them, but then my game fucking glitched, and I couldn't get one fucking thing to like complete them 100%. and I was fucking pissed, and it was
Oh,
no
that's
way to do
triggering.
it.
That's
Yeah, it was like I don't usually do like 100% on stuff, and I was literally going to do it with this game, and
Yeah.
I like just couldn't because the game glitched, and I just couldn't.
Yeah.
It was so.
Are you gonna
fucking-
pick up Gotham Knights?
I wasn't going to at
I
first,
might,
but now
I
I'm
might.
interested.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
I might.
Y'all are bugging out, bro. That's
I'm worried about how it's gonna play on PC.
It's because Avengers left a bad taste in my mouth, so I had to like.
Arkham Knight
Forget
left a
about
bad taste
Avengers.
in my mouth. Forget about it.
Yeah, but this is like Batman characters, and I don't care if it's bad. I just want to beat the shit
I
out
mean,
of people.
Like, don't get me wrong.
I want to
Bat
play it.
family.
Nightwing and Tim Drake and
Yeah,
Batman.
I don't give.
Batgirl.
I just want to do some
Yeah,
cool.
I'm gonna fucking play it. I need
Yeah.
to fucking play it.
I really
Yeah.
hope
But
the
before we get off Arkham Knight,
Because we do.
the
have
other
to go back
reason
to films.
the other reason the story wasn't good is that they did all this for Arkham Knight, and then it turned out to be fucking Red Hood, and it's like we all saw it coming, and that was just a terrible move for them to do. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That was my main
we
gripe.
saw that because I'm like halfway through, I'm like, is that Jason Todd? I'm like, it can't be. Why would they just do?
Well, they said that it
it's
wasn't.
so obvious.
Yeah, even my little brother was, because I played 1 and 2, right, and then my brother was watching me play 1 and 2 while he was like little and shit. He was old enough. Like, I think Arkham Knight was his first like true like Batman game that he got to play. And we were both playing alongside each other, and even he predicted that Jason Todd was like the
And
first.
it's not even that it was handled poorly. It was just boring. Like it was just a boring reveal. Like and it was so obvious.
It was a boring reveal only because we saw it coming.
Yeah.
It was just like, you know, it was like.
But like even playing through a game a second time, twists should still get you. Like every single time I play Uncharted 3, like I still smile when you realize that the big oaf is like helping you out, and like he didn't really shoot you. I'm like, that's so fucking cool.
Or when Abby shoots Joel in the fucking knee with a shotgun, that still gets me. Even though I don't like the game as much. And The Last of Us 2.
Like some things are
Like,
still
it still gets me.
good writing. You know what I mean? Like that's why you still cry. Like yeah, like you could be
Or
watching.
Iron Man dying. Like
I think
That still
had
gets
they
me
just did the Red Hood story, it would have been better. But
Yeah, like you shouldn't do Red Hood. Not-
exactly, don't do Arkham Knight. Exactly.
Yeah, like you can't take a character and just give him another name to confuse people. It's like, okay, no.
And that was everyone's first guess already.
Yeah, it's like, hold on, is this Jason Todd? Like everything. Like I'm like, is this the fucking Jason Todd?
Yeah.
So when you play Telltale Batman, you'll see why I like it better than Arkham Knight, because they already handle something like that better than Arkham Knight does.
Mm.
I won't spoil it for you, but it's handled way better than Arkham Knight did.
What was
I
your
think
thoughts on Arkham Knight?
My thoughts on Arkham Knight? Like what you brought up before I left. My main gripe was the whole it being Jason Todd thing. Because in their marketing, they went around and said, oh, you know, it's not going to be who you think it is. It's not the Red Hood. It's not the Red Hood. Turned out to be the fucking Red Hood. And the whole time I'm playing it, I'm like, it's Jason Todd. Like, I can tell. I'm not stupid just because you call him the Arkham Knight. Turned out being Jason Todd. Turned out being the Red Hood. Like, telling me it's not him and lying to me about it isn't like, oh, it's a twist. It's not. No, you lied about it. You told me it wasn't, but I know it is. Like, yeah, that was
like they should have did fucking Red Hood to do Red Hood.
yeah, right. Just like don't even call it. Just call it Batman Red Hood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or Batman Arkham Asylum Red Hood. Like just don't call it Arkham Knight. Like that's stupid.
If they were going to do Arkham Knight, they should have just did another character as Arkham Knight.
Make a new character. You said you were going to make a new fucking character.
Or just been like, yeah, he, like, it is, and y'all got him right, and we're rebranding him as the Arkham Knight to fit this story. And been like, okay, it's like we know what we're getting into. And then been like, word, dude, this guy's doing this dope shit as, like, the Red, or, let me correct myself, the Arkham Knight, which is a dope name. But then, Exactly that, where it's like you leave us with this bad taste because it's like we're expecting something else, but it's exactly what we're expecting.
Yeah.
So
There was
You know what it is? It's,
Before they-
you treated us like they treated us like we were stupid.
Yeah. There's something going on with your camera, Deshaun.
yeah, you'll hit a potato.
That's mean.
Is it better now? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
sort of. It's yeah.
Yeah,
A little fuzzy.
Better.
Now it's at 720p.
Okay.
Oh, now it's back to 480.
That's not even 480. That's like
Yeah, that's 240. That's that 120, dude.
That's that old
Oh, my
school,
God.
man.
That's that 60.
I'll be back.
Oh yeah, Arkham Knights. I'm absolutely gonna play that. Hopefully it's good, even though it's multiplayer. And I was like, I don't know if we want to do a multiplayer thing, but no, I gotta play as fucking Nightwing and Tim Drake. I have to. They my homies. I have to. Absolutely.
I'll meet you out there. I'm gonna be Batgirl.
Yeah. Let's do it.
You would take back.
Do it.
Dude, I mean,
Who you playing as Dracula? Who you playing as Dracula?
Who am I playing as? I wanted Batgirl. That's why I'm mad.
you said Batgirl?
I mean, they got four. They got Damian, Tim Drake, Nightwing, and Batgirl. You gotta.
Oh, then I'm gonna be Damian Wayne, bro. I'm gonna be Damian because he's a fucking.
Damian Wayne.
I love him.
Say what?
I love him.
That
He should be.
would have been my option if Brandon stuck with Batgirl. I would have done Damian Wayne.
Yeah, because my mains are gonna be Robin or Batgirl. Like that's it.
See, Damian Wayne is a total like a little asshole, but you love the
Dude,
fact
he's
little
also
fucking turd.
fucking 13. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I hate when everyone like shits on him. He's a fucking kid. He's a kid.
Yeah.
Shit, like, wait until he's
you
an
can't
adult.
hold it against him.
He's gonna be the most OP character in DC history
You think?
because he doesn't have the same like morals as his dad, and he'll fucking end you. Like,
That's the thing about Damian thinks he's so much smarter than fucking everyone, but at the end of the day, he's still like fucking 13.
Yeah.
You guys
Like,
saw my Damian?
come on, kid.
Yeah.
You guys saw my tweet where Wonder Woman. You guys saw my tweet where Wonder Woman's like, Damian despises you, and Batman's like, you can have him.
You want him? You can
You can
have him.
have him.
Dude, imagine raising dude, no way. There is no raising that because he's training him. Like he's just, dude, he's gonna become the god.
I loved his Teen Titans run when he has his own original team. Like I don't like when they tried to give him like Raven and Starfire and all. No, I loved it. Like I love when he had his own original team with Wallace West, Black Kid Flash. They had he had a Jen. She was literally a Jen.
Damn.
He had Lobo's daughter. He had what's her name?
This sounds a lot like the Young Justice team.
Yeah, but these are like completely like characters that haven't really been used. And
Yeah.
other than
The squad layout sounds very Young Justice.
yeah, and that's what I liked. I was like, give him his own original team. I don't want him to like, be using fucking Dick Grayson.
Yeah, the same old team. Like it's boring. It's boring.
Yeah, no.
The Teen Titans should. That's why I love Invincible. And I keep going back to it, right? But it's like, granted, where you guys are at, it's different. But I've had so many different variations of the Guardians of the Globe already that it's fucking insane. Like, and like that.
Murk like that though? Damn.
I mean, like they're like B to C level heroes, right? Like, so they're not going to really stand up against these, but there's plenty of heroes to replenish them, and like that's what's cool is like the world building of like, why is Raven still around as a Teen Titan? Isn't she a fucking adult by now? So who's the teens right now? And it's like that's who's okay. So
and that's also because DC did the new 52 thing and they fucked up their whole universe. So like some characters are kids now, some characters are they fucked up their own universe. So.
Yeah, I get. They talk about that in Invincible too. They're like, why do they always reset like their numbers? Like it hurts sales, it hurts everything. Like just keep your stories going. Stop doing.
I'm glad that you brought up Invincible because I was like talking. I was like, after The Boys, after Invincible, and after like Zack Snyder flirting with the Injustice storyline, I don't want any more like evil superhero,
Yeah, it's
like evil Superman stuff now.
Okay, so I'm glad you're talking about that because have you guys heard of this graphic novel called Sweet Tooth?
No.
Yes, I haven't read it, but I've heard about it. Yes.
It's getting a Netflix adaptation. Dude, June 4th. I didn't. It's if you go to your Netflix and go to the new and whatever, like the new and coming soon. I watched the trailer and I was like, "Holy fuck!"
Oh, is there a trailer for it? Oh shit!
Dude, yeah.
What's it about?
I would, someone throw that shit up on the screen, bro.
For real.
Let's all watch it together.
When you said Sweet Tooth, all I could think was like Twisted Metal
Yeah.
from like PlayStation.
Same.
Oh, dude, talk about a goddamn mascot. Talk about a fucking mascot.
Yo, I remember when Twisted Metal Black came out with all those.
Yo, they need to make that shit a fucking Netflix.
I think they're actually making a movie or show about.
Nah, they need to make that a Netflix animated series of just like death and metal carnage.
Oh yeah, Twisted Metal show from Deadpool writers in the works.
Oh. Shit. What the fuck?
Will Arnett as Sweet. Does anyone know who Will Arnett is?
Yes, dude. He's the last man on Earth.
Oh, he's playing a Sweet Tooth in the Twisted Metal show.
The hybrids
Oh damn.
or the virus.
Oh yeah, I know this guy. I just didn't know him by name.
Question would become the biggest mystery.
This shit looks crazy.
This looks so fucking weird.
Ew, what the fuck is going on?
This is a
Yeah,
story
right? Like,
about a very special
Oh, I thought it was
boy.
like animated.
right? And me too. I didn't know it was gonna be
Boy we
live
come to
action.
know as Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, dude, this shit looks fucking cool. Hell yeah. Little antler boy running around the post-apocalypse?
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. is in it?
Some
Oh
bad
shit.
people are
He's
still out
producing
there.
it.
He's a producer.
Oh,
They don't like you because you're different.
What even is this though? I'm still very
Just about you
confused.
and me anymore.
Dude, it's got me. It looks like a storybook, like Fable and Apocalypse. I'm
I
with
thought that
it.
was Harry Potter for a second.
I mean, this shit is right up my alley. I watch it.
Dude,
Like,
yeah. This shit looks fire.
Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, man. June 4th.
It's right for my birthday.
This reminds me of when I first saw the trailer for Antlers. I was like, what the?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
What the hell's
It reminds me of like Antlers when you showed me that trailer.
You said, what is Antlers?
Yeah.
WeaponX. Throw it up on the screen.
Throw it up on the cast. This feels like such a highly produced episode. Yeah,
But Antlers, is a from Fox Searchlight?
I
By,
said Guillermo
Guillermo
del
del
Toro.
Okay.
Oh, is that the one with no, that's Horns.
Okay, I don't think you're ready for
Yeah,
this.
Horns is the one with Daniel Radcliffe. If
Yeah,
that's what
dude,
you're
that's a
thinking.
good movie.
Horns, yeah, I watched that. I think I have the book too.
That's a fucking, that movie was fun. I was like, this guy's cool.
Storytelling
But I mean-
started
Yup,
with
in it?
our indigenous
Yeah,
people.
I'm seeing it.
What the hell is
Can
this,
anyone
dude?
give me an example
This
of
isn't even the first trailer that
This
I watched.
literally looks like the same exact thing.
or a story they're afraid of?
Mm-hmm.
This looks like the same exact
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the entire time during that trailer.
You ready?
Yo, what the fuck? Dude? Yo, turn this shit off. It's scary.
What do you mean? What the
Oh, bro, take this off. This is terrifying. What are you guys doing? I was trying to show something lighthearted. Now my heart's
hell?
Antlers.
The
I've never
original,
even.
bro.
Part of the man?
Ew, look at the color grading. Oh my god, there's a dead body. Dude, so
Oh my god, it's a dead body.
No.
Dude, this movie it takes place literally after Sweet Tooth. This kid kills him.
No animal that I've ever seen.
He tries to implant. Oh god.
Something is going on with Lucas. These drawings belong to a student of mine.
I wish I had audio,
This is always
but
a
I'll watch
plan.
it again later.
It's a diabolical spirit.
Oh my god.
Excuse me, this is
What?
a myth. For you, yeah.
It's kind of interesting to like watch
Oh,
it.
what the? What minute? Don't go through the exit, you
He's
dumb
not
bitch.
your responsibility.
He has no one. He is my
No,
responsibility.
go through the entrance. Oh,
He'll come for me.
she just entered hell. That's what that is. That place was hell. No, no, this is a big. No,
What? Bro, you are
it's
tripping.
terrifying. No, I'm joking.
Crazy.
I'm just putting on a bit.
Antlers.
The original
I-
trailer was just like, it didn't show you as much in my opinion. And it was creepier.
I
I
hate
think-
when they put trailers that show too much.
This didn't show enough. Like I thought, this showed the beast enough to be like, what the fuck? I want to see
with
more.
the other one, it barely showed it until the end. And it still barely showed it. So,
I mean, yeah, because that was like the teaser trailer. That was the trailer.
That's why I try not to watch too many trailers for stuff that I'm actually going to like watch anyway.
I watched
Exactly.
the announcement trailer and that's it.
yeah. That was the
Exactly.
only one I watched.
So
That's why I
Dan
haven't seen
didn't
this
even
one.
watch the Yasuke trailer. If you want to get into that,
Yasuke.
Yeah, okay.
yeah, Dan got into the shit blind. He ended up loving it. I was
Yeah,
full
I enjoyed it, bro.
preview that, watched all the trailers, and then we got into it. And I was
I
like, this,
saw somebody else say it was trash too. I'm like, trash.
Damn.
I'm like,
Y'all are so harsh, man. Like, I
I'm
fully
sorry.
fucking
I've
enjoyed it.
seen Afro Samurai, and this is just like your history teacher trying to retell you that story.
I mean, you don't like the fact that it's actually based somewhat in historic truth?
Yeah. The fact that you have to say somewhat, and then they add fucking
Because they don't have mechs in
British
bro, come
mecha
on.
builders. It's like, okay, what is this? What the hell is this? Is this that Jaden Smith anime?
What?
No, he doesn't know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
that wasn't good either.
I mean, it
Dude,
didn't
don't
sound like it
I
would be good, but
fucked with that show. What was that show called? Neo Tokyo? What was it called?
Oh, that! I heard so much bad things about that.
Dude, y'all are trash. Nah, dude. That Jude Law as his mecha butler, and they just name drop so many like name brand stores
oh my God.
because it's just, oof,
It's-
that's a good anime. That's a good anime.
I don't really like anime though. I'm not a weeb.
Dan, this show's about the top 10 most eligible bachelors in Neo Tokyo, and they compete. And it's just like this
I'll
leaderboard.
watch Food Wars. I'll watch Food Wars. I'll watch Food Wars. I'm good.
Yeah, no, this show's it's good trash.
Hey, since we're speaking about trailers, it's a perfect time to get into our thoughts on the Venom trailer.
Ooh, nice segue.
Ooh,
Hey,
'Cause I loved it.
no.
Like as a very vocal hater of the first Venom movie, I actually enjoyed this trailer for this movie.
Why?
It was just fun. It's just fun.
I want explanations.
It's
Yeah,
just
I don't
it's
think-
fun, and it's not boring. Like that's my problem with Venom 1 is it's boring. Like all the Spider-Man stuff aside, it's just
Yeah,
boring.
my gripe with Venom is not because it's boring.
I mean,
Like-
As a '90s action movie, it's great.
not even then.
no, like the Venom. That movie was. It felt like they just added. I don't know, dude. That was not a Venom movie at all. Like that shit was something else.
Call it something
That-
else.
And here's the
Yeah.
crazy thing about that, Brandon. People have so many gripes for MCU Spider-Man. Oh, it's not Spider-Man. This. But the same people will watch Venom and say how much they love it. I'm like, it's not fucking Venom. Like, how are you? Like, where's the gripes for that?
Yeah,
Where
like
are Right.
Like that shit is not. I don't care what universe, because which universe of Spider-Man is it tied to? Is it the?
Sony.
I don't
Wait, which
think they.
No, I don't think it's Toby. Because
No,
Explain
Sony. It's like Sony's own thing. Like it's not part of
Yeah.
the MCU, anything like that.
no, I know. But which? Because they also did the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, and they did the Andrew Garfield one. So is it part of the Andrew Garfield universe?
None of them.
No, I
No.
don't think it's
No.
part of any.
We don't really know because Vulture shows up in Morbius's trailer, so everything's like up in the air right now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We don't really know what's going
I don't know
on.
what the hell they're doing. If this trailer is the tone of this movie, then I'm all down with it. Because it's going to be just rated R, fun mayhem with like 2 cool characters.
I still don't like Woody Harrelson as Cletus Cassidy though.
I don't like it.
You can't have that story without Spider-Man in the center.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because you need him as the counterbalance to both. And it's like...
And that's it, and that's you'll have people go, oh well, Venom. Venom has stories without Spider-Man. He's fought Carnage without Spider-Man, and it's like, yeah, but you need the foundation of Spider-Man for this shit.
Yeah, you need to see the red and blue versus the black. Like it needs to be that like big hulking mass versus that tiny little like speck of a man.
The Spider-Man should be a side character in the fucking movie. He didn't even have to be the main character. He could be the character like, what the fuck is going on while these two are going at it. But he still needs to be the foundation of all this shit.
I feel like Venom 1 could have been handled better if they were like he was already Venom, but when the movie started, and then like he has like this background story, like he just moved to San Francisco from New York, like after what had happened with him.
Or even better.
And that was my biggest thing about the Venom John is that had they just had the Spider-Man origin, and then
like just a mention of it, I would have been fine with that.
Yeah, give me a Spider-Man origin, and then because the Venom character, like his origin is tied so much to who Venom is. And so, like, why he's doing the things that he do. He started helping people, but he started helping people because he's like, well, I'm going to be better than fucking Spider-Man. That's why he wanted to start fucking helping people. And it's like, they erase a whole lot of shit by not having Spider-Man involved in Venom stuff. It's just, it annoys me, and it fucking annoys me that the people who have so many gripes about MCU Spider-Man don't think shit about Venom. And it's fucking like,
Yeah, especially after seeing how much respect like symbiote stuff is getting like in the comics these days. Like it's even more like upsetting that it's not being done for the movies.
I mean, it's I think you can't. These studio people need to change how it's done. Like these aren't your characters. Like you should be doing stories that best serve them, right? So it's like to do a Venom movie, like everyone, it should just be like an across the board thing of like, hey, we're gonna work together to make this dope Venom movie, and I don't know.
I think the problem with Sony is also that they're too scared to like actually go like. There are things you can do with Spider-Man property that doesn't even have to touch Peter Parker's universe. I always say they could have did 2099 and did their own complete shit, and it could have
been unique too.
Yeah, exactly. But instead, they want to rip from Peter Parker's universe and then not use Peter Parker. Like, why? Why would you do that?
Or what the Spider-Verse did, and we had how many Spider-Man in that movie? Like legitimate Peter Parkers of like, we get it. We literally get the Spider-Man story. Just throw a person in a Spider-Man suit into a scene. We fucking get it. Just make them funny.
They could do anything. They could do Spider-Man Noir. Could have been a movie they could have did. They could do fucking what's the Asian girl with the mech. They can do all these. Can be their own.
Nah, I don't want that though. That's a little too far for me.
Yeah, but all these things could be their own unique thing, and it's just instead they want to rip from Peter Parker's universe and not use Peter Parker. It's fucking infuriating.
Yeah. But so I'm guessing you guys didn't like the trailer though, well, besides me and Brandon.
I
Well,
don't like how Carnage looks. I'll say that. Like that last shot, I was like, ugh.
I feel like the CGI is not done.
Well, that's
Yeah,
sad.
it's-
Don't release the trailer then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's a lot more common than you think.
Besides
Like they
the
always
point-
release trailers with it.
With
on
yeah,
really bad
CGI.
Sean,
CG,
there's
yeah.
a lot of things that are common now that shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
Like release
I agree.
that take an extra, like Cyberpunk, bro. That should not happen. Like you can't release something unfinished.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No, yeah, I
Exactly.
completely
The
agree.
whole Sonic thing.
Becoming the norm is just like, oh.
That whole Sonic, like, which is crazy. The fact that we live in a society now where it's literally like the mob rules, right? Where it's like these guys had a vision for their Sonic, and then people were like, "Oh no," and then they literally had to like scrap it and change it.
I under normal circumstances, I would absolutely agree with you. Like, fuck the mob, don't But that Sonic was fucking terrible.
Yeah, that was nightmare inducing. What the fuck?
Dude,
We had to get rid of that. The mob had to win on this.
they
one.
could have changed.
Like that's not a good example of mob of
They could have changed it in the second movie because I would just love to see what the original Tales look like.
No.
Mm.
Maybe they make they when they introduce Shadow in like the third movie or something, they have like other failed clones, and then
Release
that
the
original
Nightmare Sonic.
the failed clone.
Like, dude, honestly, that should have been on the Blu-ray. Like, just the original film. Just show me what you originally intended. That shit would be fucking great, bro.
Fucking terrible. Oh my god.
At least the Sonic cut.
Because that would make
No, do not. You can keep that cut to yourself.
Let's make that a movement. Release the Sonic cut.
No, God, no.
Yeah.
I'm...
free update to my Blu-ray disc.
Oh my god.
But yeah, going back to Venom.
Venom.
Venom. Like, he even forgot. That's how much he didn't like.
But no, it's with Deshaun's gripe too. Like it's Woody Harrelson, bro. Nah, I don't like
Why?
it. I don't. I mean, forgetting the fact that when we first saw, forgetting, huh?
Have you seen Natural Born Killers? You wouldn't be.
I have
So
seen
then-
Natural War Killer. Killer, what the fuck? First of all, he doesn't feel like that. From what I'm seeing, from what I'm hearing.
It's he's strapped in a chair, dying. Like he can't do much in this trailer, but you just know it's like okay, where he's a serial killer.
The delivery of his lines, it doesn't give me like Cletus Cassidy vibes.
Yeah.
He doesn't, and then he doesn't really give me the hick like hick
Yeah.
killer. Like he gives me killer vibes, but not like the hick Cletus Cassidy vibes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was supposed to be a hick.
Yeah.
Like if you see the way his lines are written in the comics, like you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way
Oh,
he
so he
talks.
definitely
He's
says-
supposed to. I think he's supposed to have like a draw, right?
Yeah.
He definitely says that hard.
Yeah, definitely. Cletus Cassidy is racist.
Yeah.
So he's like Rorschach if he got the symbiote.
He doesn't only kill black people, but he kills
murders.
everyone equally, but he definitely doesn't like black people though.
So that's why he's Venom, dude. Oh my god. Is that what this movie's gonna be?
Make Venom the poster boy of racial
Black-
inequality.
I
Dude,
don't think that's how that works, bro.
Black Lives Matter.
I think we found it.
Black,
Finding this out.
black
Joe
symbiote.
Biden found out that Venom, the Carnage movie, is going to be about hating black people or black.
People were fucking revolt. People were revolt if that actually happened.
Yeah,
But Twitter would melt down.
yeah. Twitter would definitely
I
have a
mean,
field day.
dude, that's what's going to happen. That's from what you guys just told me. Those 3 seconds of information of he's definitely a hick and he
Oh,
definitely.
God. No,
Just-
no, that's not why they're gonna fight, bro.
Oh,
He's waving his red flag everywhere, dude. Come on.
Speaking of so I don't know much about Shriek, and obviously Shriek was in the trailer. But is Shriek a villain, or is Shriek like anti-hero?
The hell, Shriek. Who the hell,
is her
Shriek?
name Streak or just Scream?
I thought it was Shriek.
Who the hell, Shriek? What trailer did I
A
watch?
symbiote.
It was the girl, like she was screaming, and then everything was like flying around in the trailer.
I believe that's Scream.
Oh, is it Scream? I don't know why I said
Yeah,
Shriek
her
then.
name is Scream. Yeah, her name is. I mean, Streak is a good name too, but
Right?
Yeah, that's an awesome.
That's a dope name.
is she a hero or villain? It depends on who has the symbiote. That answers that.
Oh,
Right
it
now-
is Shriek. It's Naomi
Oh,
Harris
it's
is
Shriek?
playing as Shriek. Yeah.
Streak. Oh, then hold on.
Oh, I don't think it's a symbiote.
It's not.
Oh, I'm like, who? Oh,
Yeah, I don't think she's a symbiote. I think that was the confusion.
oh, okay. Well,
So
to be
would it
honest, I
like
don't.
a meta.
Some sort of mutant or something. I don't know.
Ooh, are they gonna incorporate mutant? No,
No.
wait, you can't do that.
They can't. They can't even say the word mutant.
Yeah, no. Just a powered person or a person with abilities.
Yeah. And she was in the Maximum Carnage, so
Mm.
there's definitely like room for her in the story. I don't know. I don't even know anything about Shriek, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm be honest with you. I don't know too much about her either, so I can't really.
I thought Shriek was a symbiote, but I guess I did see her in the trailer like screaming, and I was like, it's weird that she doesn't have a symbiote, but I guess she's not a symbiote in the first place.
Scream. I really thought she was Scream. Yeah.
There's so many freaking symbiotes. I don't know like who's a symbiote and who's not. Like there's like Shriek. There's a or not Shriek. Scream. There's a like anti-venom. There's Venom, Carnage,
Yeah.
and then Carnage's offsprings. Like there's so much shit.
I forget. Yeah, it's like a couple other ones too. Yeah, I forget their names and shit. But yeah, I didn't watch the first one. I don't see myself watching this one. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it since they announced that partnership with Netflix. I'm definitely gonna watch it then.
Why was that partnership? Why did that move?
Just cause I don't have to like go to the movies and watch it. Like I'm already gonna have Netflix, so why not just watch it?
Yeah, I think I'm like done with the movies.
Damn, bro.
Nah, it's something about the theater experience. I just can't let that go. I just can't.
I love.
Dude, like I do miss like going to theaters, eat my popcorn and shit. Like I miss it.
Again, I guess it's just the price difference of like.
Yeah,
y'all.
definitely the price
Oh
difference.
yeah, I mean no one's happy with that. But...
I'm never paying that premium again. I'm just with the way that HBO's doing it, man, and the amount of movies they're releasing this year. Straight
I
to
heard they're not doing that anymore. Like
Yeah,
eventually.
they're phasing that out, dude.
And Disney Plus also announced that Shang-Chi's not gonna be coming to Disney Plus.
No, Disney Plus 45 days later.
Oh, 45 days later? Okay.
So then, yeah, at that point I will wait, but
Yeah,
actually, maybe
I'll
not.
wait for that.
Maybe not. Shang-Chi, I might actually. I lied. I might go see that in
Nah,
theaters.
Shang-Chi, I'm seeing that in theater. I would want Kung Fu.
Yeah,
Sign me up.
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that in theaters. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Even though nothing about the Shang-Chi trailer screams Marvel to me. Maybe that's a good thing. It is a good thing.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it doesn't have to follow the same formula. Just because it's a Marvel movie,
Okay.
it can totally feel like.
I'm fine with it being like an Iron Man 3 like individual story.
The non-formula is the new Marvel formula. If you guys, it's just developing like a tone and a color palette around each movie, and then it being like a part of a bigger mosaic
Mm-hmm.
is the best way.
I mean, yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it. Absolutely, It's just it isn't high on my list. You have things like I definitely want to see Black Widow. I definitely want to see that.
Oh yeah.
Especially because I feel like that's going to have bigger ramifications for the MCU, with characters like Taskmaster and Yelena.
Who's gonna be? I'm calling it now.
Who's gonna what?
Probably.
He thinks Taskmaster's a woman.
Yeah, it's possible they can. It's possible. I don't necessarily want it, but
Look at Flag Smasher. I just looked up who the Flag Smasher was. His name was Carl Morgenthau, and they made it Carly Morgenthau. I wouldn't put it past him as being Taskmaster, a badass woman.
True. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, we have seen that they don't mind gender bending, so.
Mhm. like I said, like I
It
think I
has to make
mentioned
sense, though.
before on other podcasts, like how Ghost and Ant-Man and the Wasp, they never really in the comic books they never really say if it's a male or female, but you kind of get the vibe that it's a male in the comic books.
Yeah.
So like they kind of gender bent him and in the movie.
Yeah.
So.
They've definitely have kind of. This leads directly into sort of the next topic, but Dave Bautista and Drax. So it's like how he was commenting on how they neutered Drax because he's basically fucking Kratos, and they turned him into just like a nothing will ever get past me. My reflexes.
Yeah, he was saying he was disappointed in how they don't like dive into his backstory.
Yeah,
Like, in the MCU.
They made him very comical, but I'm not gonna lie, I laughed.
Like, and after reading the YouTube comments, it was like, yeah, Drax honestly should have been the one to cut off Thanos'.
He's a totally different character in the comics.
Like, if you're gonna chop off his head, then Drax should have like ripped off his head, like with his own bare hands.
And then they change him in the comics to like match the movie, like his look and everything.
Yeah.
Or did the new look come before the movie? Because I know, like back in the day, like during the original Infinity War, he looked like he did not look like how he does in the movies.
But this being said, I love the fact that he's at the point where he's like actually solidified enough as like an actor, where he wants to do this Marcus Phoenix role, and that's a gritty, dark.
You want to know the funny story about that is they brought him in to the Fast and Furious studio to like cast him, and he used that and was like, no, but I want to pitch this movie instead. Like during the middle of that, like while he was supposed to do Fast and Furious.
I mean, it would work out for him. Come on.
That takes balls though, like going in front of those execs. And
He's like, we invited you to a meeting. He's like, you activated my trap card.
Right.
To be fair, he's still Dave Bautista. I think they're more scared than he is.
I mean, I absolutely agree with his comments on Drax, and I've always said that I hope that like when he came back that he was going to be a little bit different, because I don't want this totally comedic Drax. He's Drax the fucking Destroyer. Like I want to see him be that. I want him to do that.
I don't think I ever seen him. I don't think he killed anything in any of the.
He got his ass beat by Ronin.
He was literally just like an unsuspecting, like they just made him like unsuspectingly funny because they didn't believe in him to like be whatever the hell in the first one, and then they realized like, oh shit, whatever, yeah, he's, I don't know. They just, again, and that's what I meant with like by watching when we watched the Snyder Cut, where I was like, oh fuck, dude, like he got his head smashed against a rock, and you see his brain splatter against a rock. Where I was like, shit, like, and I was talking, not to Dan, but I was talking to like another friend where I was just like, there's no weight behind any of like the punches in the MCU, which fucking.
Well, especially not for Drax. I don't like that. Like I said, Drax is neutered. Like he said.
What are we watching here?
I was just showing and I get Deshaun, I get your confusion about you said they changed Drax. You're talking about because he looked like this.
Yeah, that.
He hasn't looked like this in like years. He's looked like this before the MCU did him.
Okay.
He stopped looking like this a long time ago.
Yeah, because he's basically Kratos. Like, look at that. That's Kratos. That's Kratos with green skin. Like, it's the same backstory. He loses his family, and he goes on a path of revenge. Until he becomes, like, the ultimate destroyer. The god of war.
I do think he would be a perfect, like, Gears of War character. He just has that look.
Dude, that's Kratos.
Drax should be looked at as a fucking threat, and he's nothing but a joke in a movie.
Yo, if you have the screen pulled up, mute the stream.
Okay. I'll close it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's nothing but a joke, and it's terrible. But it's funny. It's definitely funny and
Yeah.
like
He was still funny.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, he was still funny, but if he's supposed to be serious, I mean the whole. If I stay perfectly still.
Oh, May 21st. Okay. I was looking at when that
They won't see
me. Came out.
I mean, even Mantis is way more serious than the comic books.
Yeah.
Like,
she's very
Mantis
goofy in
is
the
way more
movies.
serious. Exactly. So they kind of neutered both of them characters a whole lot. So you just kind of hopefully 3 gives them more respect than they've gotten so far, but I doubt it. You know, we'll see. We'll definitely see. Because just like I'm worried about Thor 3, like. I mean, I'm worried about Thor 4 because Thor 3 was too comedic for me, and I wasn't.
Thor 3, like I enjoyed the comedic aspect of it. It was.
I always say I enjoyed it. If it wasn't called Ragnarok, I'd enjoy it a lot more though.
Here's my, and I'm gonna tell you, here's my thing with Thor 3, is the fact of the comedy was cool, but there were several times in the movie that I felt like things wasn't given the gravity that they needed to. It just moved on to a joke. And it was like all his fucking friends just got murdered. Well, why are we joking now? Like, why? What the fuck? Like, take a minute and like digest that his best friends, the Warrior 3, just got murdered. Digest that.
Marvel is very, he's like they're very good with like, not very good with, but more so they stay away from like dark subject matter. It's always about levity.
No, I kind of feel like Thor 3 was the worst offender of that. Like, I think what other people have said that the problem with the MCU was, I felt like that actually was the issue in 3.
I love how he's talking about Thor with a Thor shirt on.
Huh?
I know, right?
Yeah, Thor shirt on right now.
Oh, yeah. Thor. But yeah, that was the problem with, I think, when other people go, oh, too much comedy, too much this and that. I never felt that way about the MCU until Thor 3.
Yeah.
To where the comedy just kept undercutting, like, the seriousness of what was happening. And I didn't like. I enjoyed the movie. Don't get me wrong. There was a lot of stuff, a lot of fun things that happened in the movie that I absolutely enjoyed. But it was just so much that they kept undercutting, like, the tension. And, like, it was just, like, too much comedy. It was like, let things breathe, give things the gravity that they need.
That's why I told you on Twitter, like when we were talking about it, that I think I would like Thor Ragnarok more if if part 1 was just the Sakaar stuff, and then like they introduce Hela, and then have like a part 2 where they fight Hela, and then that's more like the more serious version.
Yeah.
I think that would have worked a lot
That'd be
better.
boring as hell because honestly, every part with Hela, I was like, can you fucking fast forward?
Well, that's because she doesn't have time to like get fleshed out though.
No, see, you guys want like Thor 1 and 2, and that shit was
I don't know. I hated Thor 1 and 2.
I fell asleep in the theaters. I did not eat my popcorn.
Remember too.
Dude.
I barely remember it.
I woke up.
It's ways to make it, there's a middle ground. There's absolutely a middle
Thor's
ground.
not fun unless, like, literally, it was just Planet Hulk was the only good Thor like moment, and I was like, all right, cool. And they did the movie, but it should have just been a Hulk movie, and Thor should have been a side character.
Well, yeah, that's my point. Is like Ragnarok should be taken serious. Like if you want it to be comedy like that, then just have Sakaar and not Ragnarok.
Destroyed, like, and you talking about just Scar, like. That was a more serious fucking story.
I will say, you guys talk about taking a moment. The whole end of that movie, we forget, all of Asgard gets destroyed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the next movie is Infinity War, and it literally starts off with that, and then you're dealing with that. So I will give them that credit, where when Infinity War starts, I was like, holy fuck. This is how we're starting.
And the rest of them start getting murdered too. Yeah.
So, I will say, it's like, the delivery, and then the Infinity War is like that punchline of just like, oh yeah, you guys remember like the end credit scene? Yeah, well this is like the direct. Yeah, they all got destroyed. Like no survivors.
But I mean, there's a lot of entertaining things about Thor 3. It's just I'm worried about Thor 4 because they're doing.
Is it Taika Waititi again?
Yes, yes. They're doing gore and they're doing the God Butcher. I don't need that to be a comedy fest. It does.
Is that who Keanu Reeves is playing?
Hmm?
Didn't they say Keanu Reeves or what actor is playing as the? Oh,
Christian
Christian
Bale.
Bale. Yeah, Christian Bale.
And I don't see him taking on a role that's going to be full of comedy. I don't see that. So that's my whole.
Christian Bale's funny.
Huh?
He's got like funny chops.
Yeah, but I just don't see
When?
him like he's going into a superhero.
When?
What?
Have you not seen
movie,
American
and-
Psycho? That movie is hilarious.
Yeah, but he.
Well, yeah.
But he's not trying to be funny. It's what he's doing is funny.
Exactly.
That he's
No,
not.
he is trying to be funny. He's trying to. That whole thing is a black comedy. It's fucking.
Yeah, it's a fucking psycho. You know.
Well, don't just stare at it. Eat it.
Damn,
hope that
bro,
the-
and I had the perfect fucking
Daily.
shirt.
When I'm like looking at a cake, I'm just like, don't just stare at it. Eat it. And people don't know what I'm referencing.
Oh my
When I'm
god.
talking about a prostitute's asshole.
They and they're also doing female Thor, Jane Foster Thor, and the comic book she had cancer. So I'm like, maybe they skipped the cancer storyline because
No,
they're going to make.
they're definitely doing it.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's
Definitely,
she
yeah.
definitely got it from like him fucking beaming up to Asgard. She was boning her, he beamed up while inside of her. She got
Or what
cancer.
if the ether gave her cancer or something? I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely like that's because that's how
It's
she.
possible that they go with that. Yeah, that all the fucking all that shit just started fucking with her.
Also,
That's
cancer.
cosmic
Mom
radiation.
is from cancer. That's like the ultimate moneymaker. It's like, oh, she's cancer. Oh, she's so strong. She's battling.
But
through.
it's like how you deal with Jane Foster, female Thor, with cancer, and then you dealing with Gore the God Butcher, and then like, are you going to like make that a comedy fest? Like, I just don't see like how you.
Well, isn't it called Love and Thunder? So it's going to be probably like a mix of both, where it's going to be comedy and then action.
We'll see.
Again, it's
Look,
after watching, bro. Fuck MCU. Fuck this candy doll bullshit. Fuck it all to hell.
I ain't going that far.
Think, Mark.
Yeah,
Think.
no.
Think. Shouldn't a person's punch explode another person's fucking head?
MCU is still the king of superheroes in my eyes right now. As far as like movie universes.
Yeah, you
That's-
can't knock
That's a very
the.
specific. That's a very specific universe. So yeah, but like, if we're ranking them, dude, I'd like. If you threw me anything, I'd be like, "Yeah, just watch Invincible season 1," and then you won't think that. You won't think that's a good movie. Like that shit
I
just.
wouldn't
Can't.
go that far.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
mean, you kind of look at Invincible as more like, seriously, just because heads are exploding and shit like that. I don't think everything needs that shit to have it.
Yeah,
I don't think you need.
I don't know.
It can't always be superheroes doing bad shit. It can't always be people punching holes in each other and
Yeah, I'm already
fucking
tired.
trains.
You
Yeah,
guys need to get further to Invincible because that's literally what it becomes. Where he's like,
that's fine. But now they're doing it all over the place with the boys. They're doing it with the
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't want any
It's just
more of that after these two shows.
Yeah,